Joanne, and we're ready for day 21 of our senior yoga practice. We'll start in a seated position today, so if you wish to grab a blanket to sit on, go ahead. I'll see you in 2 minutes. We're going to start in a seated child's pose today. Just take a moment to feel comfortable. Allow your eyes to close and feel your shoulders as they slide away from your ears. Your hands here can really help you sit upright. Just allow your breath to flow. Now we're going to come into some seated cat-cow positions. I'm going to turn so you can see better. I might even ditch my blanket. It's up to you. So here's how we were seated. You're on your sits bones. You're holding on. Your spine is long. Now we're going to be moving with the breath. So just take a moment to bring your awareness to your breath. We're going to begin with an inhale. Now, as you exhale, you're going to roll back off your sits bones. Feel like you're on your tailbone. You're rounding your spine. Your shoulder blades are separated, and your chin is reaching in towards your chest. And you're breathing, right? Now, in your next inhale, you're going to come back up to seated. And then we're going to come into this extended position where you can lift, open your heart, lift your chin. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Now those are the two movements. Now we'll just moving a little bit quicker. We'll begin with an inhale here and exhale round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale round, rolling back. So you are rolling forward and back on your pelvis. Rounding as you exhale and lengthening as you inhale. Rounding as you exhale and lengthening as you inhale. Let's do one more round. Rounding as you exhale and lengthening as you inhale. Beautiful. Now just let your spine rest. Now we're going to flip over to a table position. Remember, in table position, you can have your arms extended. My wrist is still a little sore here, so what I'm going to do, I might be on my thumb, on my fist, or I might come to my elbows. It depends on how my hand feels today. Remember, the rule is you never want to be working with pain. So whether your arms are extended and you're on your fists, or you're on your elbows, make sure that your shoulders are over your elbows. Now we did a cat-cow from our seated position. We're going to do another one here. Find your breath, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to round your spine. So your pelvic floor pressing forward, chin tucking in toward your chest, separate your shoulder blades. You're breathing, right? Now inhale, your belly drops toward the floor and you lift your tailbone. You also open your heart and you look up. And now moving with the breath. Let's begin with an inhale here and exhale round. Inhale, lift both ends. You're lifting your chin and your tailbone. Exhale round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. We'll take one more round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round and lengthen. Now let's push back. If you can come all the way and sit on your heels, go ahead, or maybe you want to sit like this for a little bit. Next, we're going to come to what we call a gate pose. It's going to be a mid-level pose. So you're going to be on your knees. Your shoulders are going to stack over your hips and your hips over your knees. Of course, you can be on a blanket. It's fine. Ouch, that just hurt my wrist. So, it's up to you. Shoulders sliding away from the ears. Now, I'm going to stabilize my hips. My right leg is going to stay right under my shoulder. So my hip is underneath my shoulder and my knee is underneath my hip. And I'm going to bring my left leg out now. So you just try that. But the thing is, we want to keep this length here rather than sinking into it or rocking like this, okay? So then, again, you're going to even up your hips. It's easy to lift this outside hip because that leg is extended. So ease it down, even at your hips. You can feel a nice stretch here on your inner thigh. Now, on this foot here, the toes can be pointed forward or you can point them toward the end of your mat. See what's most comfortable for you. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Rest your left hand on your left leg and bring your right arm up. We're going to come into a side bend. So this arm can extend, or you remember with side bend, it's fine to keep your elbow bent. So we're going to try and close this gap here between the rib cage and the hip. So you're going to close this gap on this side and you're going to lengthen on your right side. And breathe. Okay, now you're going to watch your hips. Because we're doing this, it's easy to push your hips back. I want you to engage your core. Draw your navel toward your spine and gently push your hips forward a little bit. And breathe. And breathe. Now you're going to float that right hand all the way to the floor. You can be on your fist or you can open up your hand. Just drop that hand to the floor and then we're going to lengthen the left side. Your arm can come up or here or to your back. And again here, it's easy to push your hips back, but I want you to feel your hips pushing forward and you're lengthening that right leg. Engage your core, navel reaching toward your spine, and breathe. And breathe. And now we're going to release into a child's pose. Or table pose if that's more comfortable for you. And slowly bring yourself up and into your mid-level pose again. Shoulders are going to stack over hips, hips over knees. Strengthen that left leg. Bring your right leg out. Now take time getting into this position. Make sure that your right hip isn't lifted. Make sure your left hip isn't pushed out. So feel the strength in that left leg. Engage here. Engage your core. Your right toes can be pointed forward or out. Feel your inner thighs strengthen. Let your right hand rest on your right leg and bring your left arm up. Or rest it at your back. So as we come this way, it's easy to push your hips back. I want you to push your hips forward and draw your navel in toward your spine. Now you're trying to decrease this gap here. Feel like that rib cage can really touch that hip bone. And you're going to extend on your left side and breathe. You're adding length to the left side. Stretch and breathe. And release. You're going to take that left hand now to the floor. I'm going to use my fist on this side. Push your hips forward. And bring your right arm up here, elbow bent, or here. And breathe. Feel the length of this pose. Where can you feel like you can create just a little bit more length? And breathe. Nice. Okay. Release. And we'll come into child's pose. Or table pose if that's more comfortable. Shift your hips back. Let your forehead rest as close to the floor as possible, or maybe you want to stack your fists and rest your forehead on your fists. Now let's come to the belly to work our cobra pose. We do baby cobras in this class. So you're going to come to your belly, press your pelvic floor down to the earth, your pelvic bone down to the earth. Let your rib cage relax. Your elbow's going to bend and your elbows are pointed back. Tuck your chin, forehead resting on the earth. Again, press your pubic bone into the floor. Try to keep your hips level on your next inhale. Just a gentle lift of your chest. You're not pressing with your hands. You're just lifting your chest and breathe. Feel these muscles back here engage. And breathe and breathe and release. Turn your head and rest one ear on the floor. And then turn your head the other direction. Rest your other ear on the floor. And back to center. Press your pubic bone to the floor. Your hip bones are even. Your chin is tucked. Arms are here at your sides. Elbows pointed back. Inhale. Lift your chest. Now this time, see if you can lift your legs too. Maybe your hands can hover, or maybe you want to bring them out to your sides or forward. But you're lifting and you're breathing. You're still looking down at the floor, lifting and breathing, and breathe and breathe. And release. Turn your head and rest one ear on the floor. Turn your head and rest your other ear on the floor. Now you're going to let your back relax so you can push into a puppy pose. Maybe you want to come into a child's pose. Maybe you want to come into a downward dog. Maybe you want to come into a table pose. But we're letting the spine relax, so you find what's best for you here. And feel the movement of your breath. Gently lift your head, walk your hands back. We're going to come to our back now, and then I encourage you to please have a strap if you need to pause your tape for a moment and go get your strap. Go ahead. You can use a towel. So as you come to your back, you're going to take your time. Allow your knees to bend. Arms relax at your sides. Gently lift your head, tuck your chin. Keep your chin tucked as you place your head on the floor. And feel the weight of your body resting on the earth. And then take your strap over both of your feet. Extend both legs. You're just going to stretch your legs, lifting. Maybe you want to lift and lower your tailbone a couple times. The stretching, you have a gentle, constant pull. Maybe you like to open up here and pull this way. The stretching out both legs. Keep your shoulders and your neck relaxed. Now gently release that left foot. And you can keep your leg bent if you want, or you can extend it. You're going to now pull that right leg. So holding onto both straps, you have a micro bend in that knee. Let's point and flex that right foot. Pointing and flexing. Now place both straps in your right hand. Take your left hand right on top of your left hip bone And you're going to open your right leg up and out to the right. And maybe you want to try bending that right knee, see if that feels better. And breathe. And breathe. Now extend that leg up in the air. Take both straps to your left hand now and ease that right leg to the left side of your body. Now it's fine if your right shoulder blade lifts off the floor a little because we're not trying to work on a deep spinal twist here. What we're doing is working this IT band and your piriformis. So let that right leg just come over to the left side of your body and make sure that you're breathing. And breathe. Now release that right leg and just let that leg relax on the floor. Bend your knees again. Both feet in that strap. And stretch out both legs again. Shoulders and neck stay relaxed. Maybe you're lifting your tailbone. Maybe this time you're going to pull both legs to one side and then the other. Keep your neck and shoulders relaxed. Now bring your feet to center. Release that right leg. Your knee can stay bent or extend. And then pulling. Micro bend in that left knee. Point and flex. And point and flex. And point. Flex, point, and flex. Now take both straps in your left hand and gently open that left leg up and out to the left. Your right hand is pushing down right here to remind you that you're not going to lift that right hip up off the floor. You're keeping it down and opening up that left leg. And breathe. And breathe. And gently bring that leg up. Both straps come in your right hand now. And you're going to pull your left leg to the right side of your body. Now it's fine if your left shoulder lifts a little bit. You're really focused on stretching out your IT band and your piriformis here. And breathe. Release, bring that leg up, release it, and rest in Shavasana. Both arms and legs extended. Allow the weight of your body to rest on the earth. Now bend your knees. We're going to come into a knee down, double knee twist here. So first, let's lift into a bridge pose. So feel how this bridge pose feels, this full bridge. Your center's strong. You're pressing down through your feet and forward through your knees. And you're not rocking your weight to your shoulders and your neck. Strong lift through your center. Engage these muscles here. And then slowly roll down. Let that natural curve come to your lower back. Now you're going to open up your arms to your sides. They can come straight out from your shoulders if you want, or they can be closer to your mat. Now you're going to lift into a baby bridge. You're going to swing both hips to the right and place your left hip on the floor. Both knees now can come to the left side of your body. Please try to keep that right shoulder as close to the floor as possible. If this isn't comfortable, please do it again until it's comfortable for you. Please don't work with pain, especially in a spinal twist. You can, if you wish, take your left hand to your right knee and deepen that twist, deepen that stretch. And really focus on your breathing here. Release. Come to your back. Reposition your hips and just take a moment here to let your energy settle. And hug your knees. Lift your head if you wish. Put your shoulders and head back on the floor, feet on the floor. Open your arms. And preparing for that spinal twist. So you're going to start with a baby bridge. Swing both hips to the left. Set your right hip on the floor and both knees come to the right side of your body. Settle that your left shoulder as close to the floor as possible. You can turn your head if that's comfortable. And then if you want, take your right hand to your left leg. And really focus on your breathing here. Find that smooth, even breath. And breathe. And gently roll to your back. Reposition your hips. Just rest here for a moment, allowing your energy to settle. Give your knees a big hug. Now lift your head, tuck your chin, and bring your forehead towards your knees. Lower your shoulders and your head to the floor. Extend your legs, shake them out. Extend your arms, shake them out. Now if you want, lift your lips, and we're going to come into a happy baby pose. So try to go. Then gently lower your legs to the floor. If you want to come into a supine butterfly, go ahead. Then allow your legs to relax. Just let your legs kind of open up and your feet kind of flop open. Let your arms rest at your sides, palms facing the ceiling. Allow your eyes to close and gently peel your tongue from the roof of your mouth if it's there. Feel the earth supporting your body, letting go. Relax your muscles, relax your bones, and allow your breath to flow. Gently allow your awareness to come back to the rhythm of your breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen as you breathe. And take a moment here if you wish to thank yourself for the time that you've given yourself today. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Give yourself a big stretch or a hug if you wish. And gently roll to one side as you're ready. Take your time, there's no need to hurry. Allow yourself to rest on your side with your breath. And gently bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Sitting on a blanket if you wish. Open your heart, close your eyes. And allow your breath to flow. And let's close today with one Om. Please feel free to join in if you wish. Let's begin with a cleansing breath, a complete inhale, and a deep exhale. Deep inhale. Bring your hands to your heart if you wish, and allow your eyes to open if you wish. And on the count of 3, we'll say namaste to one another. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your time today. I hope you're well, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.